Good evening, guys. Welcome to this recovery session. We are going to mainly focus on the hips today. So mainly focus on the hips. We're also going to incorporate some back as well. So mainly focus on the hips. Also a fair bit around the lower back and through your upper back as well. So we're going to start with just some basic hip circles. So you're going to set up all fours, quadruped position. Try to keep your arms straight as you can. And then you're going to draw a circle basically with your knee. So imagine you're trying to draw that shape. And think about the knee moving rather than the foot or anything. Think about the knee. So it's going to go back first, which do 5 forward. Do the same on the other side. So lift up to the back, lift that knee up high, take out to the side. Nice and slow and controlled. Keep the arms straight. Five. And just the same on the other side, except this time we go out to the side first. So you're going to go this way out to the side and round to the back. Out to the side, round to the back. 5. Again on the other side, so round to the back, round to the side, sorry, round to the back. And just really focus on that circle. Good. So 5 on either side of them. Make sure you get that full range of motion right the way around on each one. You've got to make sure that you're not moving from your hip, from your lower back on that. So you don't want to go either side whenever you're moving. You don't want to rock out like that so you can get further. You don't want to do this. So you really lock your arms out, that'll help. You don't want to bend this arm to get extra there. And then the other thing you don't want to do is lose this lower back position. So you've got to keep this flat. So I can get way more motion if I do this and there. So even though I lock my arms, if I flex my back, I can get a lot more lift than if I lock my spine, keep my core nice and tight, and go around. Now we're going to pair that with some rock backs, some adductor rock backs. So you're going to go out to the side, this position. So this leg's fairly straight. This one's then here like that. You just upright. So I'm just going to show you from the side. So I'm going to rock back from here. So out to the side. Then you're going to put your hands in front of you, roughly about the same sort of distance as you had them for the hip circles. You're going to push your hips back. Sit onto your foot. Reaching forward at the same time now. So you'll feel a bit of a stretch through your lats. And come forward again. You're now going to walk your hands over, away from the leg that's straight. You're going to do the same thing. You're just going to rock back. And you should feel this side of your body really pulling, stretching through. And then rock forward. Then you do the opposite thing. So you're going to walk all the way as far as you can round to this foot that's out straight. And you'll feel the same thing through that lat and through here. So through the groin and through your lat, through the side of your back. And then we're going to come forward. We're going to do the other side. So I'll show you from the front. So you're out to the side there. You're then going to put your hands in front and that sort of quadruped, like we were for the hip circles. You're then going to push back for the first one. Reaching your hands forward now. And then come back up. You're then going to walk your hands away from the leg that's straight. And you do the same, pushing back. Then you should feel here and through there. And then we're going to come back up and we're going to walk our hands around towards the other foot. Not too far. There we go. And then we're going to rock back. And we're going to come back up. Cool. Let's do our hip circles again. Just make sure that we're doing exactly the same, keeping everything nice and straight, nice and flat. Again, I'll show you from the front angle, so you get a different angle. So you go around, locking everything in, trying not to move anything else. All that motion is coming from my hip. I'm drawing a circle with my knee. Move 5 forward on my right. And then I'm going to do 5 forward on my left. And then do 5 backward on my right. Five, walk on my left. 5. Now we're the same on the adductors. So I'm going to take one foot out to the side. I'm going to put my hands down into that quadruped position. I'm going to push back on that first one, reaching my hands forward as I do that. Relax into there. And I'm going to come forward. I'm going to walk my hands away from the straight leg. I'm going to push back onto my heel. Come right through. And then I'm going to walk over towards the leg that's straight. I'm going to push back onto my heel. And then come up. And I'm going to swap sides. So my legs up straight. Down as a quadruped. Push my hips back, reaching my hands forward at the same time. Up. Walk away from that straight leg. Pushing back. And up. Walk over. Pushing back. And coming back up. Cool. So actually got hips pretty warm now. So we're going to go to just a kneeling rock back. So it's pretty similar to what we did with the straight leg, except your feet are going to be in this sort of position. So like that. You start somewhere around about shoulder width apart. So if you fall straight down, you can see my arms are straight and they're just pointing at my knees now. Once you're in that position, turn your feet out ever so slightly, and then we're just going to push back. We won't do anything too much with our chest or arms at this point. We're just going to push back onto our heels. So I'm just going to turn again so you can see what I'm doing a little bit more. We're just keeping that position. And you should feel high up into your groin area that's the stretching there. Okay, once comfortable in that position, we're just going to do similar to what we did before. We're going to reach in front. As we push back, we're going to push our hands forward. And really reach forward. And then try and bring your hands together as well, so they're touching. And I'm just going to rock a few times in there. Try to reach forward again, pushing our hips right back. One more time. Nice, good. Okay, so from there, we can do a rotational as well for your upper back. So you're going to push your hips back onto your heels into this position like we were before. Then you take this hand and you're going to thread it through there and rotate there. And then you're going to come up, and I'll show you from the front this one. So it's at the same position. Push back onto your heels, and then you take the hand and thread it through the opposite arm, twisting your whole body so that you can watch that hand through. And I'm going to come up and do the opposite and thread that through and really kind of rotate my upper back so I can watch my hand as it moves through. Now I'm going to push back onto my heels, but this time I'm going to warm my hands back with it and keep my chest nice and high. And then I'm going to go forward and rock out a bit, so release a little bit. Chest up. So again, shake to the side. So you're going to go feet out, hips back, chest up. One more. Going to rock back, chest up, feet out. Okay, the last one is position. Your hands sort of half in between. It's not going to reach forward, but you're a little bit further than the quadruped position, so you're a little bit in between. You're going to push back onto your heels, and then you're going to drop your chest through and lift it up. Drop your chest through and lift up. Drop through and lift up. So you should feel your upper back really moving through that range. So out here, hands out in front, push your hips back, and drop your chest through, and lift up. So you should feel your upper back getting a lot of movement here. Just do 5 of them, nice, slow and controlled. Okay. So we're going to move on to the hip flexor. So we know a lot for our abductor, groins area. So this time we're working the hip flexor, which is this through the front here. This is your basic hip flexor position. So from the side, stretch your hip flexors there like that. You don't want to get too far in front. You're going to make sure that your hips stay tucked around this way. So you want to do this with your pelvis. Squeeze your bum, and then you'll feel a lot more through that front. Because I can just relax and I can rock way out here and not feel an awful amount. I can get sort of 90 degrees at both, squeeze through my bum. It really switches the stretch on completely on that front leg. So you should feel this stretching just here. Now, to incorporate a little bit of upper back into that stretch, once you're into this position, you can feel it. So we'll just have a little feel on one side, and I'll do the same on the other. So you're going to go from here. You know, imagine if I do this, I can't feel anything. So if I'm arching my back, I really can't feel anything on my hip flexor. If I then tilt my pelvis, squeeze my bum, you can feel a really big stretch. If you can't yet feel it, keep squeezing and just move that front foot a little bit further out and push your hips forward a little bit until you can feel something through that front side. Once you're in that position and you can feel that stretch, we can then get a little bit of rotation through your upper back. So squeeze your hips forward, make sure your abs are braced. Put your hands into the prisoner squat position, right behind your head. And then you're going to rotate across the front. So where the knee is, up, you're going to try and rotate that way. And rotate the other. So we'll just do 5 slow rotations. You will not get a huge amount of rotation. Keep your elbows back. And keep squeezing. Don't forget to squeeze through the hip so that, I'll show you from this angle. So hips forward, so not sticking out of the back, big arch here. I'm going to flatten my spine, check that there, that's fairly flat, squeeze here. Hands behind your head, elbows are pulled back. I'm going to rotate one way, I'm going to rotate the other. Keeping everything else dead locked, squeeze in my glute. One more. Okay. After that, we are then going to go same thing, same position again. So we're going to get into that hip flexor stretch again. So we're going to get this position, just there. And then I'm going to take the hand that's at the front, and I'm going to go up, round, watching the hand as it moves through. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to keep squeezing on that side and rotate. So from a front angle, squeeze my hips, pushing forward, reaching up, round, and I'm trying to watch it all the way around. Let's do 2 more. So I'm reaching up, actively reaching up, not just swinging my hand around. I'm reaching forward, up, to the back, and round. So same on the other side, do about 6-ish. Squeeze your hip through, reach forward, up, round to the back, keep your eye on the thumb. Reaching up, round, good. Let's go from the side so you can see a little bit better. Hips forward, reaching up. Keep squeezing here to stretch this front part. Up, round. 1 more. Actively reach to all those positions. Don't just let it happen. Make sure you are doing the reaching. So, just to bring that all together, I'm going to try a little bit of a squat complex. So, for this, we're going to need a little bit of, I'm going to check my angle here so you can see me. So, shift right back. You might just want a little bit of a heel lift at the back. So you might just want to pop your heels up, especially if you've not got shoes on for this and you've not got the best hip mobility. You might just want to lift your heels a tiny little bit. So we're going to start with what's called a bootstrap squat. So actually that way so you can see me a little better from the side. So you're going to set your feet into a squat position. You're going to hinge back. And if you can, grab the toes. If you can't, just grab down to your ankles, somewhere like that, okay? But as long as you've got your feet there and you're grabbing something along the bottom of your legs, you're all good. So we're there like that, grab the bottom. Then you're going to drop into a squat with your elbows in the inside of your knees. And then I'm going to push back up, straighten my legs, but I'm keeping hold of the point where I grabbed. Then I'm going to drop back down. And then I'm going to reach up with 1, up with the other to get that rotation off the back, and then I'm going to stand up. Okay, so from the front, I'm going to hinge back, grab down at, if it's here, here, or here. I'm going to squat, knees out, elbows on the inside. You should, hopefully, if you've got nice and loose hip flexors in a minute, you should be able to get down here. I'm going to push back up. And we drop down again. And I'm going to rotate up to the side. Back rotation. And then I'm going to stand up. All right. So just do 1 more of them, just so you've got the pattern. I'm going to try and do it a little bit more side on. But somewhere halfway in between so you can see what's going on a little bit more. So you're going to hinge back. So if I say I'll go off the mat now so you can see me without any heel lift, so it's significantly more difficult. A little bit further to go on that drop. Lift my chest up to get into that squat. Hips up, chest down. This is a tricky one. Back down. To a deep squat, elbows pushing on my knees. Rotate that hand up, keep an eye on it. Eye on it. And then stand back up. Okay, so you should feel way looser through your hips now. Should feel a lot looser through your hips. If you want to do a few more of the squat complexes now, you should just be able to get lower and lower on them. If you've got shoes on or you're doing the heel lift, try it without. just to make it slightly more difficult, especially in terms of hip flexibility. It really shows where you need to work on. So hope you enjoyed that, guys. Have a good evening, and we'll see you soon.